Hey guys, welcome to 2018. It's a new year, and I know personally I've set a lot of good intentions for this year. I wrote down a bunch of things that I want to improve in my life, and I didn't really write out goals for this year because I kind of feel like focusing on goals and accomplishing like a very specific set thing can be really detrimental, and I feel like that's kind of what happened to me last year and caused a lot of disconnection with myself, and I'm going to talk about that kind of in this video. But this video I wanted to talk about some of the reasons that maybe you didn't reach your weight loss goals in 2017, or maybe why you're not losing weight when you feel like you're kind of like doing everything right, and maybe on paper or mathematically you think that you should be losing weight but you're not, which can be really frustrating. And I feel like kind of with my whole body dysmorphia thing that I went through, I learned a lot just from how I was thinking about myself, how I was thinking about what I was eating, how I was thinking about my body, and it really screwed me up, like in a way that I kind of just want to express in this video, and getting back to like my true intentions and how I really want to live my life, because obviously like life is a lot more than what you look like, how much you weigh on a scale, what size jeans you fit into, and all those kinds of things. Also, sorry that I sound like kind of sick. There was or is this crazy like flu going around. So I get a lot of messages from people where they're just like, you know, I'm doing everything right. I like work out an hour every day. I only eat like 1,200 calories a day. I eat super clean vegan food, and I'm not losing weight. And the first thing that I ask people when they kind of like give me one of these rants is, how do you feel about yourself? Usually they're like, oh my gosh, like, you know, my life is a mess. I gained 30 pounds after I had my last kid, and I just haven't been able to lose it. And I've just been so stressed out, and I hate what I see in the mirror. And you guys probably know where I'm going with this, but a lot of what I teach people isn't just how to eat right, it's how to think right to get to your ideal body. So a huge thing that people don't realize that they're doing is they're sabotaging all of their efforts with their thoughts. And you could be doing everything perfectly right, but if you are sending your body the completely opposite signal of what you want, you are never going to get what you want. So if you're constantly stressed out about the way that you look, or you feel self-conscious about people looking at you, or you don't feel confident, you feel insecure, you feel like you're just not good enough or thin enough, or you're, you know, never going to be happy until you get to your goal weight or whatever it is, that is the completely wrong way to go about it. You have to look at yourself how you are now, and maybe you don't have to like totally love the way that you look or anything like that, but just realize that the way that you look right now is solely a product of your past thoughts and actions. So you have to change the way that you think about yourself. You have to change even the way that you approach weight loss to get to where you want to go. And this always sounds really like woo-woo to people, but it's very, very true. When you think about people that have been thin their whole life, who have never had a weight problem with their weight, who have always like just loved food and loved eating and ate whatever they wanted, and they've never worried about it, they've always been thin, and you've always hated those people. And I know where you're coming from, but that is their secret. Their secret is that they do not worry about gaining weight because they're eating something. They don't worry about their weight. They feel good about themselves. They like the way that they look. They don't worry about the way that they look all the time. And when you worry about the way that you look all the time, all that is going to bring you is more worry about the way that you look all the time. And for a lot of people, it is very hard to stay on a healthy diet or a good eating regimen, or just like even treating your body well, like exercising, drinking enough water, staying away from like alcohol and junk food and all of those things, because their thinking is so off and they feel so depressed about their current situation, the current way that they look and the current way that they feel, that they end up just kind of like saying fuck everything and going back to, you know, the comfort, what made them feel good. Junk food, alcohol, laying around all day, playing video games, whatever it is. Self-loathing, like that can be very comforting to people who are really low. Like self-loathing can bring you up a little bit if you feel really depressed. So another thing that could really be holding you back in your weight loss journey is the way that you feel about food and the way that you approach food. People that are thin and fit and never gain any weight, they love food, they love eating food, they appreciate food, they are not afraid of food, they do not worry about, you know, the whole time that they're eating, like, is this too many calories, is this gonna make me gain weight, I don't know if I'm gonna hit my goal this week, I shouldn't be eating this is like not good for me. And that even applies to, like, say you're eating a healthy vegan diet and you go out to eat and you're just like eating something with a little bit of oil and you're just like, this isn't healthy, this isn't good for me. That is the reaction that's gonna have on your body. Or if you think like, this is junk food, I shouldn't be eating this, it's gonna make me gain weight, I'm such a failure. That is the reaction that's gonna have on your body. So before you sit down to eat every day, don't look at food like calories or like weight gain or weight loss. Look at it like nutrition. Like, instead of thinking, oh, this food has a lot of fat in it, or, you know, this food has a lot of carbs in it, or this food is this, or this food is that. Think about like the nutrients that are in that food. That's something that can be really helpful to people, is think about food as nutrition for your body. Think about all the vitamins and the minerals and all of that kind of stuff. When you're putting your food together, when you're getting all the colorful, you know, avocados and berries and greens and all that kind of stuff, think about how nutrient rich that food is and how good that's going to be for your body, to nourish your body and to nourish your cells. One thing that we did when we were on the Big Island was we went and saw Megan and Evan, and we had dinner with them at their Aina. And one of the most like beautiful things that they do before they eat is they like hold hands with everyone. Everybody closes their eyes and like thinks for a minute or 2 minutes of just like everything that happened that day and everything that they're grateful for. Kind of like a prayer, but just, you know, they call it gratitude. So Evan says it's the best appetizer. So having gratitude for everything that's happened in your life, and it doesn't even have to be like stuff that happened that day. If you have issues with food and you think of food just as like calories or weight loss or weight gain, or like, no, I shouldn't eat that, this is too much, why am I eating this? Start to think of your food and be grateful for like all the colors, all the nutrition in it, how it grew from Mother Earth and how it's just so water rich, how it's gonna nourish your body and give you everything that you need to be on your way. It's a big thing to think differently about your food, because like I said, if you're worried about it making you gain weight, or that you're eating too much, or whatever it is, and you're worried when you're eating, that is just going to have that effect on your body. The way that you want to feel when you eat your food is good. You want to feel love. You want to feel like, this food is so amazing, I love this food so much. And you want to feel, you truly want to be able to enjoy your food and your eating experience, and that will completely change your relationship with food, and it will also change how food affects your body. The last thing that I think it could be a big reason that people are not losing weight is that they expect too much, or their expectations are too high. So a lot of people are just like, well, I want to lose 2 pounds per week, and they like constantly weigh themselves, they're constantly measuring everything, and they're constantly being disappointed because they see the scale go down and up and down and up and down and up, and it's just very frustrating to them, and they get into this vibration of being very frustrated, not hitting their targets, which makes them depressed, which makes them want to go back to, like I said, comfort foods or comfort whatever is comforting to them, because they're thinking like, this is taking forever. I'm not gonna be able to lose weight, and they just get very annoyed with it. And I've been there, and the biggest thing that I can tell you is just release all of your expectations. Realize that you did not get to where you are overnight, and also realize that you're doing such an empowering thing by releasing yourself from all of these like negative associations with your body, negative associations with eating, or worrisome associations with eating, and also negative relationships with how you feel this should be going, because your body has its own agenda. Like, it's gonna lose weight when it wants to lose weight. It's going to release weight when it feels safe, when it feels happy, when it doesn't feel worried and stressed and, you know, bombarded with all of these worrisome, negative, crazy thoughts all the time. And that is a very big thing that you can do to really just let go and allow yourself to feel love for yourself, to feel like you are on the right path, to feel good every time that you eat your food, to feel grateful for, you know, even just like your body every day. Wake up and stretch and just like feel so grateful for your arms, for your hands, for your legs, for every part of your body that is doing so much on the inside that you could never even slightly comprehend, to keep you healthy, to keep you alive. And it's all working with your thoughts, with the things that you're thinking. So if you are creating stress emotionally up here, you are creating stress emotionally down here within your body. And that's the biggest thing that I learned in 2017. And I feel like it's the biggest thing that people just really never think about. I challenge you this week to go find one of your friends that has always been thin, or maybe it's your boyfriend or your husband or even your kids. Kids are really good at this. Kids are usually always thin unless they have beliefs suppressed on them by their parents when they're really young. But kids are typically always thin. They're energetic. They just like are so happy. They don't have any limiting beliefs about food or about themselves, and they're just like perfection in its finest little form. I love looking at little kids and just seeing how they eat so intuitively, they live so intuitively, and they are our biggest teachers, I think, because they have not been bombarded by all of these societal limiting beliefs about things. So I challenge you to go find that person this week and just like silently observe them, ask them out to a meal, and just like watch how they don't pick, you know, the lowest calorie thing on the menu. They really enjoy eating their food. They stop when they feel satisfied. They don't have like this urge to finish every last thing and then order dessert because they already screwed up their diet for this week, or they're already over their calories, or whatever it is. And it's really fun when you start looking at it from like this perspective, because especially if you've never thought about it this way, it's like mind-blowing. And I talk about this a ton in my Lean and Clean guide. It's the first part of the book, and I say this is the most important part of this book, and it's like 20-30 pages on just how to like reprogram your mind, your thinking, to be successful, not just in weight loss, but really in any aspect of your life, because this video is getting really long. But it works the same way with money. It works the same way with relationships. If you're stressed about money, if you're stressed about your relationship, if you're worried about it, you're gonna keep creating all of those things coming back to you. So that's my video for today. If you guys want me to do more videos on this topic, I definitely can. Or if you have questions about it, leave them in the comments box below and I can do more videos about it. I really do like doing sit-down chit-chat videos like this because they're so easy to put up. And I know I haven't been posting a lot, but the videos that I do post take hours and hours, like 4 or 5 hours to edit. They take, you know, hours and hours to film, and they're just a lot of work. So if I can do more sit-down videos like this that help you guys kind of understand things better, that works for me. So let me know what you guys want to see in the comments box below. I hope you have had a beautiful 2018 so far, and I hope this year brings you lots of love, joy, and just abundant health and wellness. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.